Welcome to Story Time with Miss Norton. Today's story is called Pigsty, and today we have a very special guest joining us for our story. Our guest is Louie. Louie.
Hi, Miss Norton.
Hey, Louie, how are you?
Good.
Are you ready to read this book?
Yeah.
Okay, and in today's stories, I have a job for you, friends. I want you to think about what is the problem and what is the solution. And the problem is the part in the story that makes you go, oh no. And the solution is the part in the story that makes you go, oh yeah. Are you ready to get started, Louie?
Yeah.
Are you ready to get started, friends? All right. Does anybody have any eye wonders before we begin? All right, Pigsty. Monday afternoon, Wendell Foltz's mother told him to clean his room. It's turning into a pigsty, she said. Louie, has your room ever been a pigsty?
Yes. Many times.
Wendell went upstairs. Much to his surprise, a large pig was sitting on his bed. Pardon me, said Wendell. He shoved some toys into his closet, but the pig didn't seem to mind the mess. And Wendell found that he didn't mind the pig either. He decided to take a break. When Wendell's mother came to look at his room, the pig was hiding, but the mess was still there. She threw up her hands. Okay, Wendell, she said, if you want to live in a pigsty, that's up to you. Wendell could hardly believe his luck. Now I can live however I want. He didn't even worry when he came home on Tuesday and found a second pig in his room. The mess had grown a bit worse, but he was able to jam most of it under his bed. Pigs are all right, he said, as long as it's only one or two. In fact, they had a wonderful time. They played Monopoly until late each night and left the pieces lying all over the floor. They had paper airplane wars and pillow fights. The bed became a trampoline. Oh, friends, have you ever jumped on your bed before?
Of course I have.
Louie, what about you?
Yeah.
Oh, Louie, that's very dangerous. Then 2 more pigs showed up. The mess just grew and grew. That night, when Wendell went to bed, the pigs were lying everywhere. They rolled up in his blankets and hogged his pillows too. Wendell told himself he didn't mind, but then he found hoof prints on his comic books. Oh, friends, how do you think Wendell's feeling? Think about it. Breathe it. Release it. How do you think Wendell's feeling?
Probably very mad.
Very mad. And Friday, when he got home from school, he saw that someone had been sitting on his basketball and his baseball cards were chewed. Oh, friends, you might be going, oh no, right now. Do you think we found the problem, Louie?
Yeah.
That does it, said Wendell. I've had enough. He ran downstairs to tell his mother. Sorry, she said, but your room is your responsibility. She handed him a broom. Wendell started to complain. The mess was too huge, but suddenly he remembered a saying he'd heard, that many hooves make light work. He marched upstairs and organized a cleaning crew.
Oh, yeah.
Louie, oh yeah, that means you found a solution, did you?
Yes.
Oh, let's read and find out what happens. They swept and scoured, polished and scrubbed. Later that afternoon, Wendell inspected his room and pronounced it clean. In fact, it was a bit too clean from a pig's point of view. So while Wendell inspected, the pigs prepared to go home. One of them made a phone call and a farm truck came to pick them up. They hugged and grunted and oinked goodbye. From that day on, Wendell kept his room clean. except for those nights when his friends came by to play Monopoly. The end. All right, friends, I asked you at the beginning to think about what the problem was and what the solution was. So here are your questions for today. I really want you to answer, what was the problem? What was the solution? I also want you to add in the setting. And don't forget, you have to restate. So if I ask you, what is the setting? You're going to say back to me, the setting was. Also, if you'd like, you can go ahead and give me the bonus question, which was, what lesson did you learn from this story? All right, thanks, Louie, for joining us today. Bye, friends.
Bye, friends.